that this episode starts off with Odion being tucked gently into bed by a man in white pajamas while his friends watch nearby. What? This is 4Kids land, a land where there is no such thing as guns, only fingers, no such thing as blood, and definitely no such thing as nearly being killed by f***ing lightning.
Tests were fine, but I'm afraid all the mental stress he's gone through has left him unconscious.
I'm starting to think there was something too when Joey said that these guys were quack doctors last episode, because what kind of doctor would look at a lightning strike victim and then say the mental stress of it is what knocked him out? Ugh, don't you just hate those pesky lightning strikes, stopping your heart with their electricity and whatnot? So stressful. Honestly though, props to Odion for having a steady heart rate after getting electrocuted by lightning, but I cannot let that stage 1 hypertension go. Yeah, I see that monitor, Odion. Stop eating the salty foods.
All the mental stress he's gone through has left him unconscious.
Yeah, I could use a nap too.
These episodes will always start with at least one send-off, all because of this Brooklyn boy in the back with the recessive hair gene.
I mean, he and I were both standing right there when his Egyptian god monster went all kablooey. But I'm perfectly fine.
Aside from the brain damage you had going into it.
Zip it!
Oh no, you did not just go there. And what do you have, Tristan? A brain tumor? What is that hair on your head, man? Are you Snake? Circa 1984?
What did you expect Marik to do? Send flowers? Poor Odion. It's times when you're down that you need friends around the most.
Oh, it must be nice having a lot of friends like this. What a nice view Mai has on the world. Let's hope she doesn't change that point of view in a couple seconds.
I had this dream, and it reminded me that my friends were rooting for me all the way. And having you there gave me the strength to get back up and win.
Wow, that dream's almost as touching as the one where you were making vanilla pudding with that monkey.
Hey, that was a secret!
Just call his name, and as sure as the sun will shine, Tristan will be there to bust your balls for free. Just realizing that if there is a kid that has no friends, this show could really distort their view on what a friend should do. Like shaking him around like a baby.
Do not actually shake a baby.
Hey, Joey, about that dream of yours.
Yeah, which one, Mai?
The one without the monkey. I was in it, wasn't I?
Well, my out of my nights, Anna, I really shouldn't go into a dream like this, but since you're curious, probably still shouldn't go into it too much because your hand was in it. But you weren't helping me stand up, you were helping me stand up, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, actually, you weren't, Mai. Nope, definitely not there. Nowhere to be seen. Sorry, maybe next time. Though most of my dreams are very manly. You know, driving cars, fixing stuff, playing soldiers, being a sports star, eating donuts. You know, guy stuff.
Joey, but you forgot the drinking beer and beating women part of being a man. Okay, no, that's in very bad taste. You should never abuse a woman or abuse the bottle. Unless if she cheats on you, then maybe she deserves that bottle across her skull, is what I would say if that wasn't unethical and non-Christian. Do not do those things.
Last thing I want is for Mai to think I'm thinking about her. That would cause all kinds of problems. And who has time for...
Why are you so mean?
You're the one grabbing ears.
Mai wanted to feel like your friend, but you were too immature to let her. Next time, grow up! Ugh.
Reeling from being emasculated by Taya just now, Joey's Brooklyn survival instincts kick in and he immediately freezes into the Michael Jackson slide dance from Thriller while the emotional damage subsides.
Looks to me like Odion's not the only forgotten person in this room.
Really? So much being a strong, independent woman, Mai. He was obviously having a shy reaction because he indeed was dreaming about you, and you're gonna be actually hurt that he was playing coy about it?
I'm a loner. I do things my way, and that's how I like it. Who needs friends?
Minus one sin from the counter for this lone wolf mentality, because that is something that I resonate with, and actually determined that I was a Sigma male before it blew up in popularity and became associated with things like this, and f***ing this. What we really are has been tainted.
Who needs friends?
Again, hope you didn't experience too much whiplash from this spontaneous as hell change of opinion on friendship.
Hey, before we start, I was thinking, since Marik entered this thing with a fake name, shouldn't he be disqualified?
Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking, Wheeler. He's staying in this tournament, and he can take your soul, Mokuba's soul, Yugi's soul, my soul for that matter. I already put it in the dual disc system, so I'd be totally fine if he stole it, because let's face it, Wheeler, at the end of the day, that Egyptian swine has one thing that I care about. That sweet, succulent pagan Egyptian god winged dragon of Ra. Ooh, I can't wait to get my hands on that thing.
Yes, sir. Duelists, remember your numbers. Selector, start. Number 4. I repeat, it's duelist number 4, my Valentine.
Duelist, please remember your lottery number, even though I will say the number followed by your name, so you really don't have to remember it then, do ya?
Hey, don't you want to see who you're gonna duel against, Mai?
Oh, like it really makes a difference.
Oh great, out of all the times for Mai to have her period, it's right this instant.
Quite frankly, certain blonde-haired knuckleheads in your group are beginning to get on my nerves.
Me?
That's right, Joey.
Well, in Joey's defense, Yugi does have blonde hair. On the front. What the hell is Yugi's hair?
You don't consider me a friend, and I don't consider you one, so let's just leave it at that, monkey boy.
That is completely untrue. And I'm no monkey boy.
Relax, Joey.
Girls.
Okay, she's clearly offended, but why has the first bit of this episode been, girls, boys, girls?
Goodbye, Odion. And when you see my father, give him a message for me. Tell him that I can't thank him enough for creating me.
Duelist number 5. Marik Ishtar will be facing off against my Valentine.
Well, how fortunate for you. But don't you worry, I will be back. I'm going to kill you, Odion. I'm now going to shove the blunt end of my Millennium Rod into your throat. Goodbye, Odion.
Both duelists must report to the dueling arena immediately.
Well, I guess card games wait for no man.
Also, speaking of Marik's blunt end of his Millennium Rod, looking like he's just hovering over him very awkwardly with it, in the Japanese version, that blunt end was actually a very sharp dagger that he has hidden inside his rod. That's right. Marik was going to straight up Krauser Odion just now, but he was saved. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is no joke. What's wrong with the back of Marik's head? It looks like a sea urchin. What is this?
I'm ready to show you what real dueling's all about.
Good luck.
Thank you. Now, ladies first.
So, no coin flip, no dice roll, no decision from Roland. The first turn player is determined by whoever's comment is wittier.
Take it away, sweetheart.
Starting things off quickly, are we?
An 1800 attack point beatstick. Well, before I make my draw, I gotta shove my Millennium Rod inside my rectum. There we go.
Didn't I make it clear that I don't need your help to win this duel?
We all know that, Mai. But friends are still allowed to come watch, right? Just to show we care. Like the time my grandma came to see me play a tree in the school pageant.
Honestly, it probably would take a little bit of effort to take time out of your day and care to go see your grandson play a tree, stand there, and probably just sing a note or two off key. So, what Joey said to Mai is actually quite thoughtful.
My move now.
Wait! Before you go, you need to know! Revival!
Yugi, were you listening to what I said?
But this is...
I said I don't need your help, so I'd appreciate it if you could all just mind your own business.
It actually is really ballsy that Mai isn't taking the free advice, especially during this era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where card effects are kept secret until they are jammed firmly up your arse.
Why do I see such fear in your eyes?
Oh yeah, just look at the fear. Those are some quivering eyes if I've ever seen them.
Attack his Revival Jam with Spellbinding Flux! That's it for Revival Jam.
But for the price of absolutely nothing, it can just respawn on my field because I'm a cheater.
I'll play this, my Pot of Greed, a magic card that allows me to draw 2 more cards from my deck.
And the random act of kindness, benevolence really, from this evil spirit in explaining perhaps the most complicated card in the game. Look at this! I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't read. I can't read this! Also, I don't even want to know what disgusting green cretin lives within the pot of greed with these really long green arms.
Then I sacrifice Revival Jam and milk in the 4-faced beast to summon the masked beast Desgordius!
Oh hey, look at that! It's Loomis and Umber's ace card! And speaking of Pig Nose and... I'll think of a name for you. Speaking of this dynamic duo, gotta love how Marik was able to bring out their ace monster in just a couple of minutes of this duel, when it took him like 3 whole episodes.
Now attack my masked beast! Destroy her dark witch!
My trap card, Mirror Wall!
Aw, what is this? Look at this. He just wrecked himself, and he didn't check himself. This is the reason why I will forever be paranoid of that one back row.
When it's destroyed, my masked beast leaves behind the Mask of Remnants, which allows me to reshuffle my deck. But more importantly, I gain control of your Dark Witch.
Okay, I don't care if you took control of my 4,000 attack point Obelisk of Tormentor. That shuffle was smooth as hell. Okay, I guess Marik just ended his turn rather than slapping her for 1,800 points with that freshly stolen Dunaminous Dark Witch.
Things are about to change.
Indeed, much more than you know.
What does that mean? And what's up with that creepy smile Marik's wearing all of a sudden?
All of a sudden, Joey, my man, Marik wears that creepy smile all the time.
Mike, something's not right.
I said I don't need your help.
Well, excuse me. Then I won't help.
Too bad main man Joey here didn't have the wits about him to make a Legend of Zelda reference by saying, well, excuse me, princess.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Marik has summoned the evil powers of the Shadow Realm.
Of the shadow what? It just looks like we flew into a fog.
Oh, please, Duke Devlin, dice roll.
Dice roll!
Boy, you act as if you weren't standing right the there during the Yugi vs. Bakura match. You know, the same match where they descended into the Shadow Realm the very first episode and stayed there until the end?
Mine! This duel must end now! There's more at stake than you know! Forfeit the match!
Yugi, have you completely lost it? I've worked hard for this. It'll take a lot more than some creepy fog to scare me off.
The standpoint of my life being all about dueling like it would be in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe, I agree with my wholeheartedly here. Because there is no way I beat all these douchebags just to make it to these finals just to scoop. The evil bastard across me is probably going to kill me if I scoop anyway, so why not try it? I didn't send the plethora of face distortions before this because that would be frankly boring, but this veiny cheek of Marik's is worth 10 sins.
So when a monster is destroyed, the memory of a person from your life is destroyed with it.
There's no way!
Now let's see which one of your friends will become your first lost memory.
Okay, so is this memory loss thing like Marik's choice, or is it like this weird card spinny bingo machine? And I guess he restricted it to just the friends standing next to her, because if she was just forgetting people that she knew, maybe she could just get lucky and just forget a random bystander she met once.
You can't do that. It's impossible.
Impossible? Nothing's impossible in the Shadow Realm.
But that's impossible! Nothing is impossible! Cliché.
Darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk with you again.
It's your brother!
That's his room, but you don't want to disturb him.
Hey, open the door! Let's go, Kaiba!
Shut the up, Wheeler. I'm trying to masturbate to my 3 blue eyes and Egyptian god card in here.
Please, Kaiba, this is really important. Show some compassion. Pretty please?
How can you say no to that face? Serenity's right. Do you really think that Joey's younger sister's cuteness is enough to maybe stop this blimp? Be real with yourself. We all know my one true love is the blue-eyed, sexy dragon.
Good call, Sento. Kaiba Corp's onboard medical staff has better training than the doctors at most hospitals do.
Then why not say it right then and there? Are you Snake? Circa 1964? 1984. Damn, I suck. Just call his name and sure as the sun will sign. Sure as the sun will sign. What's it signing? The affidavit saying it just gave you cancer? Due to the shock of being emasculated by Taya, the wild Joey locks himself into the Michael Jackson Thriller slide dance while the emotional damage subsides. Reeling from the shock of being emasculated, Joey's Brooklyn survival instincts kick in and he locks himself. Oh my god. It's just that freaking stance. What is that? Reeling from the shock of being emasculated by Taya just now, Joey's survival instincts kick in and he immediately locks into the... Reeling from the shock of being emasculated by Taya just now, Joey's survival instincts kick in and he immediately freezes. Why can't I say it? Reeling from the shock of being emasculated by Taya just now, Joey's Brooklyn survival instincts kick in and he immediately locks into...
Wishful thinking, Wheeler.
So, no coin flip, no dice roll, not even a decision from rolling. The fourth turn is determined by the one who makes the wittiest comment first.